Good evening, everyone. Hope you are off to a good start for our weekend. It's a little rainy here, but that's okay. We needed the rain, so I guess I'm not gonna complain even if it rains all weekend. Tonight we have got three things to break. They're all baseball. There is an autographed baseball jersey, an autographed baseball batting helmet, and a half case of 2018 Series 2 Jumbo. So that's what is on tap. Let's go ahead and get the spreadsheet up. We'll start going over a little information, and then as soon as we get through some of this, we'll start breaking. First up there is a note about my feedback. That's mainly because I get asked this periodically, so just telling you up front, my feedback is automated. So the good news for you is as soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you should instantly get it in return. You don't ever have to wait for me to get caught up on feedback. Second and most important thing you see there is to say thanks. I appreciate everyone who tunes in, who watches with me. You come and chat with me, keep me updated on scores and draft picks and all kinds of other stuff. So thanks to everyone who bids and breaks and watches and hangs out with me. Next up, we're going to take a look at some of the things that are coming up here over the course of the next few days. This stuff is already up and listed on eBay and available for bidding now. And of course, we'll break it on the schedule that you see there. Tomorrow night, we have got a little of everything in there. There's football, basketball, and baseball. There are memorabilia breaks, card breaks. The good thing about tomorrow is it is all free shipping. So everything you see listed there that breaks on Saturday will ship out the door to you free of charge if you're in that break. Sunday, we will do a mini helmet, an autographed mini helmet, and a Game Day Greats autographed football jersey. And we'll start some Series 2 out of the hobby case on Sunday. So tonight is the last of the Series 2 Jumbo. On Sunday, we'll start the Series 2 hobby. Monday, we have got some autographed basketball jerseys, autographed autographed basketball and baseball jerseys, an autographed football helmet, and an autographed baseball batting helmet. There, I got it out. And also some more Series 2 Jumbo on Wednesday. Wednesday is a big new release day. We're going to open 3 of the 4 things that come out on Wednesday. The fourth one we're going to hold back and open on Thursday, which is Stadium Club, because otherwise it was just too many things to open in one night, I thought. So first up on Wednesday, we will open a full case of Inception baseball. That we will follow that with a full case of encased basketball. That, of course, will mirror, I think, the encased football. Will be a very similar product to what we're used to seeing with encased football. Have a graded card in it and some other hits as well. We will also open a full case of 2018 Elite Football. That will be our rookies in their NFL uniforms on the cards for the first time this year. So that's what Wednesday's looking like. Stadium Club Baseball does come out that same day, but again, I'm going to hold that back. We'll break Stadium Club on Thursday as opposed to Wednesday. So that's what we're looking at for the days ahead for tonight. Once again, this is the order that we're breaking in. So it'll be the autographed baseball jersey, followed by the autographed batting helmet, and then the Series 2 Jumbo. A couple of other things to note here. The first 2 breaks, the jersey and the helmet, are completely free shipping breaks. Anytime you do a break with me that offers totally free shipping, you can look for it to go out the door maybe 6 or 7 days after the auction ends on average. Sometimes I can get it out faster than that, but kind of plan on Thursday, and if it goes out sooner, it'll be a happy surprise. Our paid shipping break tonight is the Series 2 Jumbo. I'm projecting that to ship out on Tuesday. So as always, if I can get it to you faster than that, I will. But I think Tuesday is a pretty reasonable projection based on what I know is sitting there to go out in front of it. And then the last thing I need to mention, if you're in one of the first 2 breaks tonight, that's the jersey and the batting helmet. If your team is not the team that is pulled in that break, you are still entitled to a consolation trading card. It can be from any year and any series. I track that stuff for a rolling 90-day period. Normally what happens is the next time you do pull a card or an item, I'll look back through the last 90 days. I'll gather up all of those consolation cards that you are due to receive, and I'll include it with that package when it ships. If you want it to ship sooner, you don't want to wait and have it go with your next package, I can send it out to you, plain white envelope stamp, shoot me a message, let me know that's what you want, we'll get you hooked up. Don't have to worry about consolation cards, of course, for Series 2 because it's a gigantic 1,500 card break and every team's going to pull plenty of stuff. So first up tonight, 2018 Gold Rush Autograph Baseball Jersey break number 12. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, Friday, June the 22nd. And of course, we're live streaming it tonight as well. Team names are on the left-hand side, and you will see across from it there the eBay user ID of our winning bidder for each team. And of course, a new spreadsheet goes up before every break. So if you're not in this break, you're still going to get a chance to see your name up there in lights when we get to your specific break. Last but not least, I do know the background went out of focus right there. I did that on purpose. Not to worry. We're going to be able to see everything. So no worries there. And I see Greg. He has the Phillies, he said. Matt is in chat. He has the Cardinals in Series 2. And hey, Richard is on tonight, and Richard is looking for some Paul Goldschmidt. Now, I'm assuming you mean in this break, but you could, Richard, mean in the helmet. I'm not sure if you're in jersey or helmet this evening, or maybe both. I'm going to say this looks like a pirate, what I see so far, but we'll find out here in a hot second. JSA authentication card. And let me see. Who have we here? Mazurowski. And there is your signature, of course, along with a JSA authentication sticker that matches the number that's on your card. And it looks like we have a custom jersey. I don't see any logo man or anything on it, but a nice custom jersey here for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And if this is your hit, please make sure you find this before you toss everything out, because I generally kind of fold it up sort of in the jersey when I ship it, and I would hate for that to fall out in the packaging and then you be unable to find it and have it, you know, gone to the trash or the recycle bin. So just make sure you locate that when the package comes in, and we'll be all good to go. Donald Martin, it is the first time I've seen you live in forever. You have been in some breaks, but you haven't been live on here with me, so that's pretty cool, man. How have you been? How is Red Dog doing these days? All right, if you missed this just a second ago, please take a moment and glance up there and check it out in regard to your projected shipping date. And if you are in this upcoming break, also a little information there about consolation cards, which would apply to you. 2018 Hit Parade Series 3 Autograph Full-Size Batting Helmet. This is break number 2. We opened the first one, I don't know, a couple days ago. And like everything else, this ended tonight, June the 22nd. And of course, same format. We've got teams on one side, winning bidders across from it there on the other side. And I see Ironheads in here. Brewers, Cubs, Nats in Series 2. Okay, and Richard's looking for his Goldschmidt in Series 2 also. All right, so we're getting all of our good mojo requests out there to see if we can't make them happen here in a few minutes. All right, here comes our Series 3 batting helmet, our Hit Parade autograph batting helmet. They use like this heavy sort of, I don't know, maybe it's more of a cellophane, whatever that is that they use for Hit Parade. It is so loud when you take it off of there, like, I don't know, crazy. All kinds of packing materials in here. Oh boy, well, there. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Hey, we're going to have some Hit Parade autographed baseball bats coming up, too. First one might be tomorrow night. Haven't opened one of those in a while, so it'd be nice to get back into those. You can already see the royal blue on this. And I believe this, if this is who I think it is, this is a pretty nice little hit. Let's see, does it tell me? It does tell me on there. Hey, hey! It's Cody Bellinger for the Dodgers. How about that? Nice little hit. There's the authentic MLB sticker there. We've got a hologram MLB on the back, and it's Fanatics authenticated. That is your Fanatics hologram right there on the back. So a nice little Cody Bellinger helmet. It's kind of hard to do those because these are actual batting helmets. So a little Cody Bellinger helmet for the Dodgers. Nice hit out. Oh, Donald, you're usually working. Yeah, I know the feeling, man. It is hard to find time to do stuff these days, isn't it? To get online and do extra stuff. I know the feeling. It's kind of like there's not enough hours in the day for any of us, right? Oh, Donald, you said that's the only team you bid on? Is that yours? Did you just hit that, Cody Bellinger? That would be nice. Whoever got that, that's a really nice hit, I think. Let me get our boxes up here for Series 2 Jumbo. Yeah, I probably didn't order enough of those batting helmets. I hadn't really broken them before, so I only ordered a small number of them. I kind of thought they would maybe still, you know, be there a couple of days, but yikes, no, they sold out like right away. So, yeah, I probably under-ordered them. We've only got 3 of them in total, but they've been a lot of fun to open, so we'll probably open some more when they come available next. Okay, we are getting ready to open some Series 2 Jumbo Baseball, and once again, your projected shipping date for this is Tuesday, because it's a paid shipping break, goes out on a different schedule. If I can get it to you sooner than that, I absolutely will. Don't worry about consolation cards here. We've got 1,500 cards coming out of this break, so every team's going to have plenty of cards. 3 boxes of 2018 Series 2 Jumbo Baseball, half case break number 5. And same format. The only difference here, we have a few unsold spots, and those are designated just like that. So anytime you see something that says no bids buyback, well, that's just an orphan team. Nobody gave it a forever home, so any cards that happen to come out for one of those teams will hang out here with me and join its brothers on Card Mountain. Oh, Donald, you said you watched the replays at 2 a.m. I'm just now catching up on chat. I tell you what, most nights it's 2 a.m. before I get to bed, so usually after the break I sit and get things in sleeves and top loaders and kind of do a mini sort for certain things, and then of course the full-on sort comes a little bit down the road, but I'm usually up quite late as well. And I see that you say you got outbid at what, because you were at work. Hey, if you haven't ever tried it, you guys, you've heard me preach this before, but I absolutely love Auction Sniper, and it is a service that places your bids for you automatically in like the last 4 or 5 seconds of an auction. It tells you if you've been outbid along the way, gives you a chance to cancel it, adjust it, whatever you want to do, all through their website. If you don't win the bid, they don't charge you anything. If you do win the bid, it's usually a really small fee, like a quarter or something like that. It's pretty inexpensive generally. And it will help you win a whole lot more auctions, and you have the benefit of really entering it and forgetting about it, unless, you know, obviously if you get outbid, it'll send you a notice, and then you can elect to go in and do something with it or not. But that's the way I've been bidding for years. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And Chris is on here saying he's for the Braves. Richard's back for the D-backs. And yeah, so we've got a lot of people with Mojo working for me here. Edwin Encarnacion walk-offs insert. We're going to find a bunch of inserts that look like this. Some will say walk-off, some will say glove work, some will say rookies, throwback jerseys. There's a handful of them. 35th anniversary inserts. We'll find quite a few of those. That happens to be a nice little rookie for the Orioles with Chance Sisco. Long ball legends, A-Rod for the Yankees. We'll find loads of those and loads of instant impact as well. Just making sure we were back to our base cards. So essentially, guys, the way that Jumbo works, if you haven't done one of these breaks before, as you know, there's tons of cards in each one of these packs. But everything is base except for those little cards in the center like we just looked at. So there's a handful of inserts and our hits and that sort of thing right in the middle. So when I get to those, I slow things down a little. Typically when it's base, as you can see, I just rock right on through it most of the time. If you want that adjusted, let me know and we can change up the pace. There is a Shohei Ohtani base rookie. We'll probably find 3 or 4 of those along the way. I think that's been about average. 3 or 4 and a half case of jumbos, about what comes out, something like that. And for the Brewers, Orlando Arcia. That is one of our throwback jerseys. And Dominic Smith, 35th anniversary rookie for the Mets. Long ball legends for the Cubbies. Dwight Gooden and the Mets with an instant impact. Hey, our first hit out is Dominic Smith for the Mets. That's a nice little rookie hit for New York. You might have, I don't know if you would have wanted, you probably wanted a Med Rosario, but I don't know. Dominic Smith's still good to have. So make sure that we're back on track, and we are back to the higher speed. Donald, you're looking for Acuna tonight? Well, I would love to find that for you. I can tell you this. Both Acuna and Torres were late additions to this set, and they are considered inserts in here. So, like for the purposes of Beckett and all that, they are considering them as inserts. And I have pulled a Torres autograph. The very first case we opened, the first half of the case and the first box and the first hit was a nice Torres black border. There is also usually either a Torres or an Acuna base rookie card. Again, it's considered an insert, but those are falling about 1 per case on average. So those are not coming out real often either. Jose Ramirez, that is throwback jerseys for the Indians. Anything you see with this sort of pea green, army green, whatever you want to call it, it's going to be numbered to 2018. That one was for the Giants. One of my 2 favorite players, Johnny Bench, 35th anniversary for the Cincinnati Reds. And there's a hollow foil for the Mets. This will be numbered a little differently. Sonny Gray, anytime you see the red, white, and blue, it's going to be numbered to 76. So the Yankees numbered to 76 on that one. This, I believe, is the Verlander short print. Yeah. So the Astros with a nice little Justin Verlander short print there. And then we're back to the base. So I'm assuming, given that Topps has put Acuna and Torres in here, but late additions and considered inserts by Beckett, etc., my assumption is that they will have straight up rookie cards in update, as in terms of, you know, if you're looking to find them in what I would call the base series, which is Series 1, Series 2, and Update, or the flagship series. Maybe that's a better way to say it. So that's what my thought is. Now, I don't know, of course, if that's how it's going to come out or not, but that's what I think will happen. There's a nice little Rafael Devers for the Red Sox on a rookies insert. Craig Kimbrell, 35th anniversary. A hollow foil for Austin Hedges and the Padres, followed by a numbered Austin Hedges. That one is to 67. So anytime you see the black, it's exactly the opposite of the red, white, and blue, which is 76. The black is 67. Just reverse it. Richard, you were asking me, do I ever watch the Baseball Bunch? I do not watch the Baseball Bunch. Tell me more about it. Is it something I should be watching? This is team MVPs for the Blue Jays. This is one of our manufactured relics. This particular one happens to be a really heavyweight metal kind of piece in there, medallion, if you will. And pretty cool little hit. Ironhead, you're asking me if there's any indication if the card is a short print. There is. It's kind of unofficial, but there are little codes on the back of all these cards. Let me show you one. So you see how this little code down here at the bottom, and you see how these end in 359. 359 is an indication for this particular set that it is a standard base card. There is a different 3 digits on the end when it is a short print. There are also SSPs, and I don't know if the SSP 3-digit code is different than the standard one or not. Then the inserts often will have their own code on the back that is different as well. But for our purposes, most of the time I can just tell by looking at it if it's going to be a short print. Because again, we know kind of all of our hits are falling right in the middle of these jumbo packs. So, you know, you can usually just get a feel. If you look at them long enough, you'll kind of spot it as it goes by, if you know what I mean. There is a Manny Machado walk-offs insert for the Orioles. For the Mets, numbered to 2018. And then we have a little 35th anniversary for the Angels, but it's not who you want. I know you wanted Shohei. Alex Gordon, Kansas City Royals, hollow foil. And Mike Piazza, long ball legends. And look at that. Look what you got. You ask for your Acuna, and look at that. There it is. How pretty is that for you? And you see there that it has a different code on it, 249. That is indicative of the fact that it is an insert and not one of the base cards. But again, these are falling at a very low rate. It's usually either one Acuna or one Torres per case. This, of course, not only is it a half case, it's also a half case that I didn't have the other half of. So we really got lucky because we ended up with 2.5 cases of jumbo. That's just how the allocations fell. I never request anything but full cases, but sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they give you less than a full case anyway. Johnny Bench was on the baseball bunch in the 70s. I do not know that I've ever even heard of that. I'll have to look that up. Like, is that a thing I can go find? Do they show that on Netflix or Hulu? I mean, it seems like you can stream everything somewhere along the way these days. Is that out there somewhere? Ahmed Rosario rookies insert for the Mets. And what are you saying here, Fishman? You're saying, oh, you have an Acuna pink out of here, I'm assuming you're saying. So that's cool. That is nice, man. Oh, and it's numbered to 10. That is really awesome. Miguel Sano, 35th anniversary, and our non-manufactured relic coming out for the Nats with Trey Turner. And they always say these are not from any specific game, event, series, etc., which is, you know, honestly, it's the way Panini would say player worn versus game used. That's kind of Topps way of saying, I think, player worn, i.e. the player had it on his body but didn't play a game in it. I think that's usually kind of what those relics mean when they say no specific event, season, game, etc. Oh, YouTube has the baseball bunch on it. Okay, all right, man. Well, we'll have to go. I might have to check some of that out. Because Johnny Bench and Hank Aaron are my 2 all-time favorite baseball players ever. I love those 2 guys. So if Johnny Bench was in the baseball bunch, that might be worth checking out. This is for the Mariners, a throwback jersey insert. And then we have for the Blue Jays, numbered to 2018, alongside a Yu Darvish 35th anniversary. He's trying to take off on me. And note that he is Rangers on this card, right? So Yu Darvish, not a Cub on that card, but a Ranger. For the Mariners, we have a hollow foil, Jeff Bagwell, Instant Impact. I believe Chris Davis is regular, and he is. Oftentimes, I like to check that one that's there right as we're coming out of the center of a pack, because occasionally One of those will be vintage stock or something I'm not expecting. And sometimes it's not always readily apparent when you look at it from the front, but when you flip it over, it will be numbered. So that's why you will see that sometimes I stop and check the ones coming out of the center, even when they don't look like short prints, to make sure we're not missing anything else of importance along the way. Mike Clevenger, that is throwback jerseys for the Indians. Another Blue Jay to 2018. A 35th anniversary Chipper Jones. Awesome. Love me some throwback Chipper. Hollow foil for the Yankees. And another Chipper, this one with the black border, 35th anniversary. And it is numbered to 299. Really not too bad. You see a few tiny little, white specks along some of those edges and corners. It's definitely better than many of the black border and blue border that I've seen come out. Because honestly, it can be the least little bit of imperfection will show up when they have those dark colors. That's the only complaint I have about them using the dark color borders. Tiny little flaws will show up a lot more often. And that's just another advertising card in there. Oh, I see. Scott, you were asking about the jersey. And Richard, thank you. Richard already got in there, saw that, and answered it for me. So I appreciate that. And Fishman, what are you telling me there? You've got 2/0 and then 12, 12, 10. What are you sharing with me, Fishman? I don't know what you're telling me. I'm kind of dense, especially on Friday nights. My brain takes a holiday when we get to Friday night, I think. Bob Gibson Legends insert. For the D-backs to 2018, there is Shelby Miller. I know you are looking for Goldschmidt, but at least we got you a numbered card so far. Robinson Cano, 35th anniversary. Jock Peterson, Long Ball Legends. Trey Turner, Instant Impact. I think this is regular, and it is. So we have got one pack left out of box number 1. Of course, we've already found our primary hits, and luckily enough, the Acuna as well. But we could still find something cool in here. I have to say, Series 2 has been pretty good this year. We pulled a nice 1-of-1 relic the other night. One part of the Own the Name series where you get the letters, that make up the player's name. Pulled one of those. We've had a pretty good little run with Series 2 so far. Santana throwback jersey for the Brewers. For the Rangers, numbered to 2018. And the Tigers with Miggy on a 35th anniversary. Long Ball Legends for the A's. An Instant Impact Shohei Ohtani. Always nice to pull an Ohtani insert. That's always helpful. I was trying to keep my computer screen awake and I accidentally changed my view. Sorry, had to fix that back. And here's a Greg blah, 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 blah. Here is a Greg Bird short print for the Yankees. So that's nice. Always nice to see a short print come out for your team, I think. Kind of no matter who it is, honestly. I see an advertising card in the back. I'm going to lay it down for a hot second because it is one of those that has the game code thing on it. So they are usually on the back of a pack. If it's not that, it's that other one we've already seen, that Topps Now one. So those kind of roll around throughout. All right, so that was box 1. We are taking box 2 out right at the momento. I just cannot believe, I'm going to get the advertising card off the bottom right away this time, how much stuff is coming out next week. Because, beyond what we talked about a minute ago, which is the Inception and Stadium Club and Encased Basketball and Elite Football, all of which come out on Wednesday. Then on Friday, we also have Museum Collection baseball coming out. So nothing this week, and then Topps releases 3 different baseball products within 2 days next week. I mean, it's insane. That's the Yankees Legends insert. Steven Strasburg, 35th anniversary for the Nats. There's my man, Hank Aaron, Long Ball Legends. And my other man, Joey Votto, for my Cincinnati Reds, Instant Impact. And now we are back to normal. So a tremendous amount of stuff coming next week. And maybe, I think there's a Leaf product coming next week too. And I'm not sure if it's going to be the Leaf autographed jerseys or if it's going to be the Leaf. At one point, I think they said maybe Valiant Draft Football. All their draft footballs come out really late this year with Leaf for some reason, for whatever reason, another ad thing. But anyway, I think there's a Leaf product of some sort coming out on Friday of next week too. So it's just going to be insane. And then they do all that right before the 4th of July holiday. So that just is no fun. Well, it is, but yet it isn't, because a lot of people are probably going to be traveling. Villanueva rookies insert for the Padres. Followed by, for the Orioles, to 2018, a little Alex Cobb. Here's Giannis Cespedes. And what team is he? He is a Met there. Figured I better check that. Sometimes they change them up in here. Hollow foil for the Kansas City Royals. Frank Thomas, Long Ball Legends, White Sox. And a Manny Machado throwback jersey. So I don't even know how I'm going to fit all that stuff in next week. When you saw the spreadsheet go up earlier, I mean, you probably heard me mention I usually open all the new products the day they come out. I didn't even schedule Stadium Club for Wednesday night because, gosh, even doing the 3 cases that we will be doing, which is Inception and Encased and Elite Football, we're probably talking a 2-hour break in total right there. If you added Stadium Club to it, it would be like a 3-hour break. So Stadium Club has to take a back seat. Addison Russell glove work insert. The Atlanta Braves with Suzuki to 2018. My man Joey Votto for my Cincinnati Reds, 35th anniversary. A hollow foil for the Yankees with David Robertson. Billy Williams Instant Impact. And a nice little Adam Duvall short print for the Cincinnati Reds. So always fun to hit anything for the Reds. I'm a Reds fan. And we cannot really look forward to the product that's on the field, let's be honest. So we have to look forward to what we can find in breaks, because the on-the-field product is kind of dreadful these days, most of the time. So that's kind of, well, you just have to get your joy where you can sometimes when you're a Reds fan. That's how I look at it anyway. And there is Rhys Hoskins on a rookies insert. Coming behind that, we have Brian Dozier and the Twins, 35th anniversary. Long Ball Legends, Kyle Schwarber for the Cubbies. Carlton Fisk, Red Sox, Instant Impact. And the Braves with a nice little Sean Newcomb gold. Very nice. Let's take a look at our edges. Are not too bad. They're definitely not perfect. I mean, there's little dots of white on your corners, but as a whole, that's in pretty good shape. And it is numbered to 50, of course, being gold. So from where I sit, that is a nice little hit to come out for the Braves tonight with Sean Newcomb. So the Braves are kind of cruising right now between pulling the Acuna insert, which is not coming out in high volumes, and then you pull the nice Sean Newcomb to 50 as well. So if you are the Braves, you got a good deal tonight. Actually, everybody got a pretty good deal tonight. It sold really, really low. I mean, like a lot lower than normal even for Series 2, which is, you know, never a break that's going to go for $1 zillion, but that was very low tonight. So the Braves definitely have gotten their money's worth, and hopefully we're going to find enough for the rest of you to get your money's worth as well. Jose Ramirez throwback jersey. Oh, Shohei 35th anniversary parallel. And I will tell you, this is the first one of these I have seen. And this is what? We've broken 2 cases of jumbo. This is, you know, a half case beyond that. So out of the first 2 full cases of jumbo, I didn't see that 35th anniversary Shohei at all. So it's not coming out with super regularity either. And here's a throwback relic for you. Jeff Bagwell, instant impact relic for the Astros. So that's pretty cool. I don't know that I've seen any instant impact relics either until tonight. So I have to say, all things considered, we're doing pretty well with this half. You know, because this was just kind of an add-on. Sometimes the distributors, well, all the time, the distributors do not give you as much as you want of anything. Hardly. They always say it's allocated and you order whatever, and they say, no, you can only have this much. And then most of the time when they give me weird little extra stuff, I just say, never mind, you know, I don't want the loose boxes or whatever. But since this was a nice half case amount, I was like, why not? Send them on. Kind of glad I did. Clint Frazier walk-offs insert for the Yankees. And there's a nice award show with Giancarlo and Aaron Judge, numbered to 2018 for the Yankees. Tyler Mahle, 35th anniversary for the Reds. Hollow foil for the Indians. And this will be numbered to 50, should be, Jason Castro and the Twins. And it is number 19 of 50, to be specific. And actually, I just realized I stacked the short prints in with the numbered stuff, which I didn't mean to do. So I'm just fixing that, so when it comes time to recap, I have them in the places where I want them to be. That's all I'm saying. So does anybody have big 4th of July plans? It's kind of weird this week. It's in the middle of, this year, I mean. It's in the middle of the week. So it makes it a little harder to plan around, I guess, unless you burn a whole week's worth of vacation. Otherwise, you know, it's not like you can make a long weekend out of it without using at least 2 days of vacation on either side, because isn't it a Wednesday this year? I think it is a Wednesday. Oh, I just changed my view again. What do I keep hitting over here? I just try to wake it up and I keep changing my view. Jose Abreu throwback jerseys for the White Sox. The Astros team card to 2018. Nice little 35th anniversary Victor Robles for the Nats. Long ball legends for the Rangers with Joey Gallo. A Bryce Harper instant impact. And I think we're back to regularly scheduled programming. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to break on the actual 4th of July or not. Like, I wouldn't personally mind it because, you know, by the time the break would start at 10 o'clock, most of the fireworks and things would have already been shot off around here. Well, I mean, my neighbors will do it all night long, but I'm talking about the professional ones that, you know, the city does and stuff. and that the ballpark would do. So I really wouldn't mind doing it, maybe, but I don't know. I think everybody's going to have plans that day. It's always so hard to decide. Like Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day, any of the big holidays, you really kind of have to stop and think about if you want to do it or not. Jackie Robinson Legends for the Dodgers. A 35th anniversary Rod Carew. He is an angel on that one. Mark McGwire Long Ball Legends. He's an A in that one. He is in this set on both teams, Cardinals and A's, by the way. Aaron Judge Instant Impact. A short print for the Cardinals with Ozzie Smith. That's pretty cool. I like Ozzie Smith. And he comes out a decent amount, his autographs and things. Shows up at a pretty good clip usually in Top Products. I see another relic coming up here in a moment. It's going to be another one of the medallions, the Team MVP manufactured relics. That's what's going to be coming up. Well, I'm sorry, hang on one second. I have to adjust my spacing over here so I have a space to set these after we look at them. That is Manny Machado throwback jerseys. AJ Minter for the Braves on a 35th anniversary. A hollow foil for the Brewers. A blue border Reggie Jackson for the Yankees. The blue borders are not numbered, but of course they are a variation, but they're just not numbered. Mike Trout Instant Impact Angels. And here is our Team MVP medallion. And it is Salvador Perez, numbered 250 for the Kansas City Royals. So one box and one pack left out of Jumbo. Of course, again, when we start breaking this on Sunday, we'll be breaking hobby cases from that point on. And they're a little different configuration, of course. Instead of, a Jumbo case is a 6-box case, a hobby case is a 12-box case. So a half case of that will be 6 boxes instead of 3. And, of course, our Jumbos have the 2 relics, the 1 relic and 1 manufactured relic and a signature. The hobby will have 6 total hits in the break, but they could be either or. It could be relics, could be signatures, you don't know which. Andrew McCutchen throwback jersey for the Pirates. Then we have a Dodgers team card to 2018, which is pretty cool. We already had an Astros team card and the Yankees Awards show one earlier. Darryl Strawberry for the Mets, 35th anniversary. A hollow foil Corey Seager, Dodgers. And these are fun. Home Run Challenge for the Tampa Bay Rays. If you're not familiar with these, here's how it works. When you get it, you scratch off the little dealio there. You go to this website, you enter your code, and then it will allow you to choose a game where you think Logan Morrison will hit a home run. If you choose the right game and he hits a home run in that game, I think you win some sort of little prize or something at that time. I don't really know what, but I think you do. But you definitely get entered into some kind of like grand prize type deal, which I believe involves going to the home run derby for the All-Star game or something like that. I don't know. That might not be right. That might not be the grand prize. Don't quote me on that. But I think it's something similar to that, if not exactly that. So those are fun. And those home run challenge, they come out once or twice per case too. So they're not super, super common. And Richard says Ozzie Smith was on the baseball bunch too. Daggone. It sounds like that sounds like a fun show. Yeah, I would not have, depending on when it was on in the 70s, if it was early 70s or late 70s, I don't know. But depending on when it was on in the 70s, I wouldn't have been maybe old enough to watch it. But if it was on in the late 70s, I would have probably been able to check it out. So At any rate, knowing that it's on YouTube, I may have to go find it. Kyle Farmer, rookies insert for the Dodgers. For the Mets to 2018, we have David Wright. A 35th anniversary, Mike Piazza. He's a Met there. We pulled him earlier, I believe, for the Dodgers, but he's a Met there. And for the Giants is a hollow foil. And Corey Seager is numbered to 25. Nice low hit there for the Dodgers. That is the camo background is, I believe, what they're officially considering that color to be. So, numbered to 25, nothing to sneeze at there. So, congrats to the Dodgers on that little hit. Oh, it was 1980. Okay, I don't know why. You probably said 1980, and for some reason, I just had in my head the 70s. Why did I have it in my head as the 70s? I have no idea. Told you guys, man, my brain sometimes just like checks out on Friday about 5 o'clock. It says, oh yeah, I think I'll switch into neutral for the next 24 hours. So you probably said 1980 and I somehow translated that into the 70s. So sorry about that. So 1980, yes, I would have been able to watch that. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe I did and I just don't remember it. I don't know. Shohei Ohtani, another base rookie. It's my whole family, of course. We were all Reds fans, so we all had our favorite players. As I said, mine was Johnny Bench. My sister liked Pete Rose. Of course, you can go back on her with that now. Throwback jerseys. What with all his gambling and other problems, I can be like, ha ha, my player was better. No, I'm just kidding. Justin Wilson to 2018 for the Cubs. And there's Manny Machado 35th anniversary. Here is a hollow foil, kind of a cool looking one for the Twins. Like that's probably the coolest picture I've seen on one of the hollow foils. I have to say that's a nice one. Villanueva for the Padres, 35th anniversary, blue border parallel. Once again, the blue borders are not numbered, but of course are variations. And there is a Tommy Pham short print for the Cardinals. So Cardinals have had a couple short prints coming out, which is nice. Oh, yeah, right. There was no Diamondbacks until, yeah, how long have the Diamondbacks been a team? Really not all that long in the grand scheme of things. I mean, I'm trying to even remember how many. It hadn't been like years and years, not like the Reds who've been around for ages. So some of these expansion teams, you know, they don't go back. Relatively speaking, they don't go back that far. I can't even remember what year the Diamondbacks were founded. But of course, you have to remember, I still think of in terms of like the Expos and stuff like that, right? I mean, which of course they're the Nationals now, but I remember all those too. Willie Calhoun for the Rangers, rookies insert. You said the Diamondbacks 1998. Okay, I would have said about 30 years ago, and that's not been that long. So 98, 2000, it's only been 20 years. Okay, I would have been off by about a decade. Numbered to 2018, that is Brandon Moss for the A's. Addison Russell, 35th anniversary. Long ball legends Chris Bryant, Chipper Jones, Instant Impact. And a short print for the Pirates with Josh Harrison. I have to say, I think we've pulled more short prints out of this half case than we typically do. It seems like we have anyway. As a whole, I think this half's been pretty good. So, I mean, I like what we've pulled anyway. Hopefully you guys do as well. Oh, you loved the Expos. You remember the Expos too? All right. I'm like, I'm just thinking about all the cards that I had back in the day that when I got to college, I wasn't collecting anymore. And of course, I had lots of other things I was doing then. And at some point, when I was about ready to graduate, I just sold all of my cards, and I had so many. And I just think about what they would be worth these days. But I mean, nothing like what, say, for instance, my dad's would have been worth if my grandmother hadn't tossed his out. But you know what I mean. Billy Hamilton, glove work for Cincinnati Reds. And then we have to 2018 Greg Garcia and the Cardinals. A nice Greg Allen, rookie 35th anniversary for the Indians. Long ball legends Mazzara, Rangers. There is Albert Instant Impact as a Cardinal. Note, a Cardinal, not an Angel on that one. But you know, I did keep a few of my things. I kept, for instance, a Johnny Bench rookie card that I talked my cousins out of when I was young. And it was never, like, in gradable condition, probably even when I got it from them, because, you know, it was well worn when they had it. And gosh, you know, that was back in the day before you had top loaders and sleeves and stuff, and we just kind of carried them around with us or whatever, you know, had them in shoe boxes, whatnot. So I've got a bunch of Hank Aaron cards from the 70s that I kept, and I kept my Johnny Bench rookie, and not much stuff, you know, maybe 24 cards or something out of the thousands that I had and sold. What a dummy I was. Francisco Lindor, throwback jersey. 35th anniversary, Jose Ramirez, Indians. Long ball legends. There's your Paul Goldschmidt. So, I mean, like, I know it's not probably what you were looking for Paul Goldschmidt, but at least he showed up for you on an insert. So, you're not going to go home totally without him. There is Tanaka Instant Impact, and we are back to our base after that. You have a 1961 Mickey Mantle card. Oh, nice. Or your mother does, rather. Or it was your mother's. I don't know. It sounds like maybe she's given it to you. So that is super, super cool, man. My dad, I can't even imagine. My dad has said before, like, my grandmother just at some point, they had a bunch of old comic books and stuff too. He and his brother up in the attic of his parents' house, and at some point his mother, my grandmother, just went up there and like threw it all away one day. And my dad has said so many times, "Oh, if she had only kept that, you know, he would have paid for my college." That is a Legends insert for the Red Sox. George Brett 35th anniversary. Hollow foil for the Pirates. And a little black and white parallel for the Rays with Brad Miller. But of course, you know, my dad is in his 80s. So Instant Impact, Cal Ripken. Another team MVP. We don't usually find so many of these, but this is 3 of them in this half case, so that's nice. Mike Trout for the Angels. But so you can imagine, you know, my dad in his 80s, the stuff he would have had from his childhood. Oh, my goodness. But of course, you know, who knows? Even if my grandmother hadn't tossed it all those many years ago, you know, Dad and his brother, they might have lost it somewhere along the way anyway. Oh, and your mother took good care of the Mickey Mantle, and it's an 8 of 10. Oh, you should get that graded, man. I mean, I would get that graded. If you think that grade an 8 out of 10, for sure I would get that graded. Hang on to that bad boy. My poor little Johnny Bench rookie probably wouldn't even grade 6 out of 10. I mean, thank goodness nobody put it in the bike spokes, but yet it's not minty mint or even close to. For the Oakland A's, there's Franklin Barreto. 35th anniversary, Cody Bellinger and the Dodgers. A long ball legend, Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Jackie Robinson for the Dodgers. And the Cardinals with a hit. Sandy Alcantara. I never say it right. Alcantara, whatever. You know who it is. And here's the weird thing about this. His signature cards are for the Cardinals. And then, of course, I guess they were obviously done before the trade. And Topps wasn't going to just toss them out. So they put them in there. And then his other cards in here, he's a Marlin. So there you go. So the autograph in for the Cardinals, the rest of it in for the Marlins. Of course, we've seen that happen before with Topps stuff. It's not super unusual because they do produce the ones that are going to be autographed, I think, sooner than they do the rest to have time to get them signed and get them back. And so they often won't reflect trades, but then they'll print the rest of the cards for the series. We'll show the new team. Trey Mancini walk-offs for the Orioles. To 2018, Santana and the Brewers. An All-Star Chris Sale. Hollow foil for the Rangers. Look at that. Oh, this was a nice half case because looky here, kids. We got the Torres and we already found the Acuna, and those generally are falling about one per case, but guess what? We got them both. Ha-ha! I like it. It's a good Friday. We're pulling good stuff. So, both the Yankees and the Braves going home happy with those cards coming out. Hi, Jaden. How are you tonight? I see you just jumped into chat there. There's another Ohtani base rookie. Have we found all of our relics in this? I can't remember. We definitely found the MVP. Have we found our second relic in this last box? I can't remember. We'll recap it in a minute anyway. For the Cubbies, there is glove work for Javier Baez. There's a 35th anniversary Robinson Cano. And guess what? We hadn't, because here it is. It is Trey Turner, gold, numbered to 50 for the Nationals. So that's a nice way to wrap it up with a numbered relic. Of course, we haven't totally wrapped it up yet. We've got another pack, but the best way to wrap it up for our hits. I should rephrase that. After we look at this last pack, I will recap our numbered cards and the short prints and the relics and the autograph cards. And then at the conclusion of that, I will put up the spreadsheet information again in regard to the projected shipping dates and all that jazz. In case you were not logged in earlier and didn't catch it at that point, you'll get another shot at seeing it. Edwin Encarnacion throwback jerseys. Here's a Diamondback to 2018. And, okay, it's not Paul Goldschmidt, but it's another numbered card, so that's a good thing. Mookie Betts, 35th anniversary. A hollow foil team card for the A's. Long Ball Legends for the Rockies. Dwight Gooden Instant Impact. Is that Lo Castro a short print? No, it's not. I don't know why I thought it was, but apparently it is not. So the rest of the way through here and the last of these we know are just base cards. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got in our recap. Okay, so here we go. I did not see any numbered instant impacts. No, those Ironhead are normally numbered on the front. The inserts like the instant impact and the 35th anniversaries and those are normally numbered on the front. Not the 35th anniversaries, the ones that look like this, and then the ones that are the instant impact are typically numbered on the front when they are numbered. Everything else is usually numbered on the back. So everything we're looking at here is numbered to 2018. So we had the Diamondbacks and the Brewers, the Cardinals, the A's, Cubs, Mets. I may as well just leave it this way. Team card Dodgers, team card Astros, the Yankees award show insert. For the Braves, Suzuki. For the Orioles, Cobb, Shields. For the Rangers. For the D-backs, there's Miller. The Blue Jays, Ramirez. The Blue Jays, Pierce. The Mets, Gonzalez. And the Giants, Tomlinson. So those are all of our cards that are numbered to 2018. Then we have, for the Dodgers, Corey Seager, numbered to 25. And then Jason Castro for the Twins, numbered to 50. Austin Hedges, numbered to 67. Sonny Gray, numbered to 76. And, of course, Chipper Jones, numbered to 299 with the black border. Chipper did have some very minor imperfections on those edges and corners, but again, sometimes they tend to just show up more because of the darker colors. Ironhead says he believes Instant Impact is numbered on the back. Well, if any of those were numbered, I did not see them when we went through, but of course all the cards do ship Ironhead, so if there are any in there that are numbered, of course they're going to, show up. But I didn't see anything on the front of any of them that led me to believe there should be anything on the back of them, but we'll check it out. There's a nice little Torres. Again, that's considered an insert in this series, but they don't come out very often. Ditto for the Acuna. This is for the Rays. It is a black and white parallel for Brad Miller. An SP for the Pirates, Josh Hamilton. SP for the Cardinals with Tommy Pham. And blue border Villanueva Padres. Again, the blue borders are not numbered. One of the home run challenge cards for Logan Morrison and the Tampa Bay Rays. Blue border for the Yankees, Reggie Jackson. An Ozzie Smith SP for the Cardinals. For the Yankees, a little Greg Bird short print. Adam Duvall short print for the Reds. There's the nice Acuna. Once again, those not coming out very often, and it's super unusual to have both Acuna and Torres together in a case. It's typically one or the other. Justin Verlander, short print for the Astros. Yeah, Ironhead, I don't know. I have never, these are not, if you want to hang on till after the fact, these are not all 100% set aside over there for the inserts, but most of them probably are. I grabbed the vast majority as I go through. Now, granted, they're all mixed in, so it's not going to be like every one of the Instant Impacts is in one stack and every one of something else is in another, but we can look at the back of the Instant Impacts if you want. I don't remember seeing any of those numbered before. I do know these are always numbered on the front. The ones that look like that, for sure, are always numbered on the front. So, for whatever reason, I thought the others were too, but it appears not the case. Numbered to 50, Trey Turner and the Nationals. A relic for Mike Trout. That is one of our medallions for the Angels. Another medallion. This one happens to be Salvador Perez, numbered to 50 for the Kansas City Royals. A Jeff Bagwell Instant Impact relic, right? That's cool, for the Astros. And a Trey Turner regular relic, not numbered, for the Nationals. Another medallion, this one for the Blue Jays, Josh Donaldson. And our signatures here, Alcantara for the Cardinals. The nice gold Sean Newcomb for the Braves, numbered to 50. And again, there's some very, very minor imperfections on the corners and edges. It's not anything extreme, but because the border has color, you can see the tiniest little anything on them. Dominic Smith for the Mets. It's our last signature out. So Ironhead, you do or you do not want to go back and flip through those instant impacts? Because, I mean, I don't mind doing it. I'm just saying it'll take me a little bit to sort them all out so that, because they're mixed in with some of these other inserts. But we can sure do it if you want to do it. You just jump in there and let me know either way. And in the meantime, I promised you guys I was going to put the spreadsheet up again, didn't I? So let's take a look at that. If you missed it earlier, there are the projected shipping dates for everything we broke tonight. Of course, Series 2 is a paid shipping break, so it goes out on a different schedule than our free shipping break items. And I'm projecting Tuesday. If I can get it to you faster than Tuesday, I will, but I think Tuesday is a pretty reasonable projection for that, based on what's got to get out the door ahead of it. And, of course, quick little scroll through here, the things that are coming up in the next few days. Again, tomorrow night, there's tons of memorabilia. There's also some card breaks in there. That's all free shipping. We've got a three-peat basketball box, which is cool. Has 3 different autographed items in it, a jersey, a basketball, and a picture. We've got an autographed full-size baseball bat. We've got an autographed football jersey, and then some football and basketball boxes. Sunday, some more signed memorabilia, and we will start on a hobby case of Series 2. So remember that kind of changes the number of hits and the number of boxes and all that stuff in that break. On Monday night, we'll do an autographed football helmet, an autographed basketball jersey, an autographed baseball jersey, another one of our batting helmets, and some more Series 2 hobby. And of course, Wednesday, the floodgates open. Tons of stuff coming out. We're going to break all of it except Stadium Club. Stadium Club, I'm going to slide to a Thursday break. But we'll open a case of Inception baseball, a case of encased basketball, a case of elite football. We're going to be rocking and rolling. And also, Wednesday, we're going to start early. We're going to start at 9:30 instead of 10. I usually put that on the spreadsheet, and I forgot tonight, but it'll be an early start time on Wednesday night. So that has got us wrapped up there. Let me see what Ironhead said here. So he says he doesn't need me to go back through them. All right, well, I'll check them myself here, Ironhead, off camera. And, of course, I think I would find it in sorting anyway, but I'll make a special effort to double check. And if I do see it in there, of course, I'll get it all taken care of for you in a top loader and all that kind of stuff too. So I think that has got us wrapped up for this evening. So, Chris and Richard, thank you guys too, and Ironhead and Matt and everybody who's been hanging out in chat, and Jaden. I think I said hey to you earlier, Jaden, but you might not have. You might have wandered off and not realized it. But Fishman, if you're still on, and Chris, we had a bunch of fun people in chat tonight. So once again, thanks everyone for joining. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. In the meantime, have a good weekend. Bye now.